Welcome back again to Article Talk. Going back in history, this is a letter showing late Chief Lawrence Omole, the Ijesha man, and the original owner of International Brewery PLC, Elisha, maker of popular trophy lager beer. Omiasoro is the original licensee of Access Bank, Nigerian Limited. Access Bank, Ijesha Bank, that was snatched by political thieves. Yoruba Historical Society, February 2024. Access Bank was started by Ijeshas in Lagos in 1988, as seen above. It was licensed to Mr. Abiodun Lawrence Omole, the owner of Trophy Lager Beer in Elisha, and his Ijesha partners. They used one of the partners, Chief Farodoye's business office address at the Western House in Lagos for registration. Led by Chief Farodoye, it was a small, solid, and well-run bank, like most Ijesha's businesses, that uses the ethos Omoluabi in conjunction with the tradition of late Ijesha billionaire like Darosha, Ajanaku, S.B. Bakari, Lawrence Omole, and so on. Suddenly, the Access Bank's core ownership became diluted by a series of schemes and mandates from CBN. Tokunbo Arumolaran was the last managing director appointed by the original shareholding group, and at the time, the bank was already listed on the stock exchange. Using abracadabra, Ari Imokwede, Sanusi's King's College classmate, and Herbert Wigewe were AGMs at GTB Bank, yet they formulated a scheme to secretly acquire large shares of the Access Bank without major shareholders knowing. They borrowed the money from Intercontinental Bank, PLC. They never paid it back. Intercontinental Bank was the foremost bank in Nigeria and was owned by Yorubas who pioneered banking in Nigeria. Upon securing controlling shares, they notified the authority and took over the Access Bank overnight. Thus, the Ijesha Bank was no longer. Once they took it over, it was like a pirate hijacking a ship in the high sea. They quickly changed the policies and sidelined the original shareholders. They destroyed Chief Farodoye, who went into exile in England and ended up working there as a security guard to make ends meet. Another partner, Abiola Ojo, survived the assassination attempt. Access Bank became a mafia bank, the Untouchables. Ari Mokwede became the managing director for a decade, and after he retired, Herbert took over. They erased all traces of Ileshas. All Ijeshas were forced out from top management position down to the security guards, all replaced, and it became a bank for people from the east of River Niger in our land, Lagos, Eko. In the 1990s and 2000s, I banked with Intercontinental Bank, IB, a reputable financial institution with banking, investment, and wealth management portfolios. An excellent bank with a solid reputation. My investment portfolio at IB had high yields, returns on investment than my Wall Street portfolio in the US. Under Jonathan, banking rule changed. My IB, Intercontinental Bank advisor, informed me that a small bank had been borrowing large sum of money from IB, and the bank had been unable to say no to these political connected borrowers. that IB reserves was getting lower than it should be and advised me to move my investment out of Nigeria because the banking landscape was changing and unpredictable. I did what he suggested, and shortly after that, they changed the management. They removed 100% of the Yorubas that I had come to know during the years I transacted with IB, Intercontinental Bank. Sanusi of CBN decided to perform a voodoo stress test on the banks without conducting any loan investigation on IB books. Sanusi noted that IB reserves was low and he reflexively declared it insolvent and decided to sell it. Guess who showed up to buy it? It was his friends from Access, the bank that borrowed money from IB. He offered it to them at a merger of 50 billion. Imagine offer one of Nigeria's largest bank with 350 branches across West Africa and England for this tiny amount. It was a steal, a giveaway, a daylight open robbery. Check the records. No other bank has been sold so cheaply in Nigeria. Yoruba will say, Ile taba fi tomo, ire lo ma wo. You cannot build something on nothing. At the time, because of Dr. Erastus Akingbola, the Intercontinental Bank PLC, a pioneering professional career banker, did not support PDP. These political thieves descended on him, used their political connections to snatch Intercontinental Bank PLC from him and sent him into retirement. However, nature has a way of paying back. Call it karma. Check out these real-life lists below. Emir Sanusi Lamido was dethroned and banished from Kano Emirate. He was the CBN governor who mastered the Access Bank and IB scheme deal and sealed it. Second, Dr. Olushola Saraki, the Saraki family dynasty in Kwara State, had crumbled and it is in total ruins. He lost large family properties along Glover Road in Ikoyi to the federal government. He is now a boy to Nyesom Wike, the PDP strongman. Number 3, the late Wigiwe traveled from California to Las Vegas to watch the Super Bowl with his family. This story is not about the dead, but about setting history record straight. May his soul rest in peace. Wigiwe University is now in limbo. Number 4, the ringleader, Hayi Mokwede, had an eye glaucoma operation on their left eye and is scheduled for surgery in the other eye soon. He is partially blind and cannot see. Number 5, Mr. Alabi, the interim managing director imposed on us by Sanusi Lamido to confuse us, is down with stroke in Ilorin. He is in a vegetable state. Today, Dr. Erastus Akingbola is a 78-year-old healthy-looking man with a sound mind and spirit, happily living his life, keeping a low profile and enjoying life with grace and blessing. In court, Dr. Akingbola has won his property taken by Access Bank at 999C Damole Street in Victoria Island. The IB PLC former head office and court has ordered Access Bank to vacate the premises for him immediately. The EFCC has also returned with apologies. Multiple estates seized by them along Sinari Daranijo Street, also in Victoria Island. Lastly, God is only ultimate judge. Do good, and good things shall follow you in the days of your life, says the Holy Bible. The information in this article is a compilation of direct accounts and data from staff from the original Access Bank and Intercontinental Bank, as well as my experience as a client when this political tips struck. From the Intercontinental Bank staff, the only visible error Dr. Erasmus Akingbola made was being apolitical and refusing to fund PDP-led Jonathan back then, and he paid the price, but God is favorable to him now. Yoruba says, Biroba lologun odun, ododo aba lojo kan. The truth will always prevail, but it takes time for the truth to prevail. Point of note: these articles are copied article. They are not my article at Chukitable Media. I only need to read these to educate us, to bring information closer to you. If you can read it, if you cannot read it by yourself, you have the right to listen to it and learn from it. True or not, I cannot ascertain. That is the caveat. But my job is to inform you. The article was written by a person I did not know personally. So don't bring up any legal thing to my doorstep.
Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing so you won't miss out any of our latest video.